innocent eye.
Shit, we sip tea and per tea, on stream, not edited, straight off the dome. And we sip tea at the heels out, get lit at the motherfucking heels out, sip tea and hear more about it at the DK
What's up, my
motherfucking heels
protein? What's
out.
up, my girlies?
Yeah.
How you doing? How you feeling? Well, now that I know you're doing pretty lovely, let's get into this reaction on me. We're here to talk about Jhene, Aiko, and Sean. I forget his whole name. That's the crazy part. I ain't gonna say what I ain't gonna say that. But anyway, I've been seeing online about people keep talking about why Sean won't marry Janae. Janae Aiko. She's a beautiful woman. She's young, beautiful, talented. Um, I feel like they have a lot in common. um, I don't know why I'm like this. Like I just be having intrusive thoughts, and I be wanting to say stuff, and I be like, I can't say that. Anyway, so I'm not gonna say it this time. Dang, it's a spider web right there, right dilly right there. Anyway, y'all can't see it, but it's like I'm seeing a spider web on my mother freaking floor. It's attached to my floor in my couch. That's crazy. The light hit it just right, and I was like, "What? I never noticed that." I know I have spiders, but I didn't know that they had a web that close to me. That's crazy. Anyway, so back to the conversation. All right, so I wanted to speak on it because I do reactions, I do celebrity predictions, even though I'm not saying that I'm predicting anything, because at the end of the day, I'm just speculating on what I assume based on the things that I see and I know, which sometimes can be very little, sometimes can be a lot. But at the end of the day, these people make their own decisions. So, yeah, that's that. And what they do is their decision. Okay, so basically, I do see them being together. I think they've been together for years. They even have a child together. So it's only fair that they stay together. But for some reason, I don't think that they are staying together. But whatever, it's cool. They no, they're together right now. As far as everybody know, they're talking. It's a relationship, but people want to know why he has not wife Jhene Aiko up. Because everybody kind of can see that, like, she really cussed for him. She really, you know, got love for him, stuff like that. And I particularly can't say that I'll even watch them like every day, all day, every day, like hardly ever. But I do know of them, and I really respect them and their craft. So I'll say that. Um, but it's just like, so y'all excuse my intrusive thoughts. So, but it's just like I feel like she is the one for him, and I do feel like that the reason he has not married her is not really to do with like what some people may think like prenup. Because I feel like he know he can get a prenup if he want to, but I feel like he don't even want to have to do that. I just feel like he has that dilemma that most men have, knowing that somebody that you call wifey hit one of the fellas. If that makes sense. Now, this is alleged. This probably is not the case. I'm saying this is what my opinion at the his house. DK reacts. DK his house opinion. Nobody else's. That was just my opinion of what it seemed to be, due to the fact that he hasn't. like took her off the market. Cause to be honest, she is a lot of people's type, and I feel like she could literally go to any man that she wanted to. Cause I know she got a Rolodex of men who wants to talk to her, but she's invested in Sean, and that's cool. She don't want to be passed around, and maybe at one time she was, maybe one time she wouldn't. But it's giving the vibe that he knows somebody that she slept with or hit, and he just ain't got over it. If you don't know, in Hollywood, there's a lot of strange things that happen and done, and sometimes they say for fame, for fortune. But especially a man who really likes a female, it's like that. What is it? That whole that black love story where the man found out that his girl slept with his best friend or whatever. The best man, something like that. Yeah. It's like dudes when they really like a female, like the idea of even a dude kissing a girl, touching a girl, like it just take them to another level. And if they know that you slept with somebody, they don't fool with, or they look up to, or just a man besides them, period, it makes them look a certain way. And I think Jhene Aiko came into the industry at a very young age. Sadly enough, not saying it happened to her, but when you, what the heck? I was looking at a line on my foot. I never noticed that before, and I don't need it to be there. That looks weird. Like half my foot cut off, but it's just a line. That's not gonna happen. Okay, so at the end of the day, it's like I feel like most young people who get exposed to things they should not be exposed to at early ages have some stories they would like to forget. For instance, one of the girls of 3WL, I think, yeah, 3WL, I think that's what it was, had these instances where allegedly, well, it ain't really allegedly, I think her name was T Lee, and I have no feelings about it. I don't think any less of her because I feel like it just one of them things. Well, not Janae. I'm just talking about experiences. One girl who was in 3WL was a music group for young women, including Raven Simone, um, and the Ballin girl who's on the Real and stuff like that. But allegedly, she was said, even though she was very young, that she went through the members of what is it, B2K, like supposedly slept with all of them or most of them. And I feel like as women or even as men, when you're young and you're exposed to that sexual demon at a young age, sometimes it can take you on a spiral where you're going in and out with any and everybody. And let's just say that Sean got wind of one or two of them and he just ain't let it down. I even have a story of my page where I said I feel like women truly can't be considered whores, even though they're definitely classified that for the littlest of things. And I also share my horror experience, let the side they don't tell you, and I go into that. That's on my page as well. But in this case, I don't feel like she's there now because she has a steady boyfriend, a steady person in her life that she loves and cares about, that she would even try to do that. But I also don't like people to condemn people for their past. Like, literally, dudes assume that women can't do what they do. Like, they can sleep with a million girls and not feel nothing. Women can do it. We choose not to do it because it's disgusting. But we literally can have interaction with somebody and it just be sex. Especially if you ain't had none in a while, you've been absent for a while, your man has not been around for a while, you just started out having it and your urges are higher than normal. It's definitely possible. However, to a man, most times they don't even care nothing about that. They just like it shouldn't have happened. It should have just been with me. You should have just said yourself to you was 50 years old until I came around. Like dudes will keep this in their head, which I feel is crazy and a mistake and doesn't make any sense. But some dudes will take it to the grave, like they want their women to be pure, want their women to be chaste, which is ideal. But I even talked about some women who are pure and chaste don't even get satisfaction from their husbands. It's been talks of people in high places talking about they spent their marriage with no orgasms, henceforth they stepped out of marriage. Some of them had entanglement, so forth and so on. So just because a person comes to a marriage unscathed doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to uh just be think yours is the best, regardless if they never had it before or whatever. Because shoot, they never had it before and then it's trash. They gonna probably wish they had something else and probably cheat. But not saying that that's the way it is. But I'm saying like dudes really need to get out their feelings and they need to stop these double standards. It's like they act like women literally cannot think like a man. And that's the problem. The whole time these dudes be out here cheating and getting ran through, or running through, doing the running through, they thinking low key these women really have feelings for them. Low key, they have no idea that a lot of these women don't give a fudge about you, but they just made you think that for the moment, just like you made them think that for the moment. Yeah, clock that. So at the end of the day, I feel like he needs to get over this thing that he's dealing with and just be with her if that's who he chooses to be with. Because I feel like she's not gonna play him like these other people out here, and I feel like she has genuine care for him and like they really helped each other sustain each other lives, ability, and even witness each other's growth. And they have brought a family into the mix. I don't know of him having a family anywhere else besides her. I don't really know of her having another family outside of him, but maybe. But the point is, you with her day after day. People know y'all are together. Like, you might as well be forever. Now, I'm not saying they have to be married, because there's a lot of politics that go into a marriage. But you could do a ceremony, you could do a private ceremony in front of people. You can let people know, like, this is my forever. I don't even think he's done that. So much so that they got people talking. Now I feel like Jhene, she's really good regardless because she knows that he with her. But at the same time, I feel like she has brought it up to him. She has mentioned that it would be nice. And I feel like he do have genuine feelings for her, and he keep coming back to her, and they have, like I said, a family together. So I really don't see the issue of what's the holdup besides the trauma that he just ain't got over in his head, and he reliving stuff that he really should not be reliving. But I definitely could be wrong because I have not spoken to these people. But that's what is given to me. And every time I think about these two, that's what comes to mind as possibly something that could be going on. And I would hope that that's not the case. But if it is, hopefully Sean will realize that she probably didn't care about them people. She probably was just horny. He wasn't around, so he shouldn't really blame her for her past. She probably doesn't care anything about them people because obviously she could probably be with those people because she is, it seems to me, like a woman of high value. So yeah, and that's why sometimes it's like you almost got a lot of these men because they would literally think you the world until they find out you having sex, like, but you having it with them and they want you to have it with them. Like, it's so weird. If you was a person who didn't have sex, why would you ever want to have it with them? So that's the point that I just wish that society would grow up, especially if you're over a certain age bracket, and especially if your parents put you in a situation where you were held vulnerable, because there's definitely predators out there in this world who attack the young and the vulnerable, sadly enough, and sometimes things can happen. And also, there's like spiritual innuendos that go on with also helping in the attacks. But at the same time, a person shouldn't be forever held up for their past decisions, because what are they doing right now in this moment? They're living their life the best that they can, and most people have past experiences so they can learn from them, so they can grow from them, so they can be better in the current situation opposed to the past situation. So if a person can't see that, then maybe that's not the person that deserves to be with you. And sometimes it's so sad, but sometimes people don't realize your value, don't realize your worth until they don't have access to it, or they're not no longer around like they're used to you being around. But I feel like Janae wouldn't have a reason not to be around, so it's like he feel like he gonna always have that. But I feel like if he didn't have that, he would realize, how it feels like the when the well run dry. Just like the situation with one of the people I was talking about on my social media, Chris Sales, literally had multiple affairs on his wife that he had a child with, and even talked about that wife. But yet, when she left him, he's stalking what she does, watching what she does, allegedly from time to time, enough to talk about it and make videos about it. But at the same time, it's like if you didn't care that much, why would you have done things to break it up? But that's just life. That's just how it is. Sometimes I've even been guilty of. I didn't realize the thing that was in front of me until I didn't have it in front of me anymore. It's just one of those things. And hopefully it won't come to that point. Hopefully people can understand a good thing when they have it, because there's a lot of people out here just want somebody that they can be friends with, somebody that they can talk to, somebody that they can confide in, somebody that got their back. Because so often people are in relationships with their worst enemies. People are in relationship with people who want to see them fail. So I feel like if you can find a person who wants to help build with you, grow with you, mature with you, love on you unconditionally, then be with that. But it also goes back to his own insecurities, because it's hard for a person to accept love when they don't have it for themselves. So a person give you love all motherfucking day. I mean, the best of love, the finest of love. It can be fine as wine. But if you don't have that same love for yourself and feel like you're deserving of that love yourself, you're going to forever reject it. You're going to forever push it away. You're going to forever be like, nah. You're going to forever. It just is what it is. So hopefully, before that happens, he finds value, because when it's pushed away, a lot of times you can't get it back. It's just one thing you gotta suck up and be like, okay, you live and you learn. But hopefully, we won't get to that point, because it's only so often a woman can feel like you you can only push me away for so much. You can only tell me so much you don't really want to be with me. You can only so much really not fully communicate your deepest feelings to me or why you're acting this way. You know? If there is a problem about who she slept with, just be honest, be real about it. If it was some things you'd rather have not known about her, just be honest about it and then forget it. You know? Because I feel like that'll help a person realize, okay, I can't talk to this person like this. I can't. Sometimes people don't want to know your trauma. Some people don't want to know your past. Some people act like they want to know, but they can't handle your past. They really were, are best not knowing everything. So you really have to be selective on what you share with people, because the very thing that he's mad about could be something that came from her very own mouth. This is why sometimes you got to keep your mouth closed, keep it shut. But you definitely should communicate with the person you care about. And I feel like that's a way of putting it on the line. But like I said, everybody can't handle that. Everybody can't deal with that. But it's just my alleged tea. Um, but let me know how you feel. Like I said, down below. Let me know.